trying to meme too hard. Question here from Dalaran YT.
Does it say Dalaran?
Dalaran YT.
Dalaran?
Dalaran YT.
Oh my god, that is my old. Oh hell. Did I get on the episode? What did I ask? I don't even remember.
Who asked, will there be more updates to honor talents in BFA? Feels like there are a lot of dead talents that just don't get picked unless you are... I forgot this question was in here. Unless you're in some very specific situation that could only be written in fan fiction.
I am interested in what fanfiction you're reading.
It was in that moment that Sea-Doo realized. Tidebringer.
Honestly, I feel a little bit accomplished because I got the devs of a game that I play all the time to have a chuckle. I feel like a Japanese schoolgirl and Senpai just noticed me. I'm getting butterflies on everything.
Okay, so yeah, I think honor talent's definitely something that needs to evolve. This is actually something that, in really many ways, is connected with the prestige system as well. We came into Legion with this structure that was, you know, similar to other games, kind of Call of Duty-ish, where you earned honor talents that would prestige and originally reset that whole progression and keep unlocking them repeatedly.
I'll be honest, I kind of like the idea of prestige system that would reset, but some classes do need some talents way further down the road before they're even viable. So imagine trying to do arenas with only your left row of talents. For some classes possible, for Outlaw Rogue it'd be near impossible.
For a lot of reasons, that design didn't actually end up fitting or playing out in World of Warcraft the way we'd imagined. That said, yeah, there are a bunch of talents that aren't necessarily competitive within their individual rows. It also has ended up feeling much more than we like a barrier to entry for new people entering and approaching the system. You know, it feels like if you're just getting into PvP until you've unlocked all your honor talents, you're kind of you're at a significant disadvantage compared to everybody else. Maybe you have the leftmost column, but some of the best talents for your class, for your spec, maybe elsewhere. So it doesn't really feel like a reward the way we hoped it would.
Actually, I kind of like the progression system and the fact that you unlock better talents, but it wasn't the fact that there was a lot of better talents in the last row. It's just, usually there's one, maybe or two talents per row, and then everything else just doesn't compete and usually doesn't get changed out. I do agree that in the end, that doesn't end up feeling like a reward system. Yeah.
A couple of changes planned to how honor talents might work in Battle for Azeroth. Current thinking is actually moving away from having an exact mirror of our regular talent system where we have multiple rows of 3, and instead moving to a larger bucket where, you know, there may be a couple dozen talents all in this single pool that you're choosing from, and you get to pick 3 out of that pool. Probably going to keep a 4th slot that's just trinket customization, because I think that first row is actually one of the most successful ones. It's a mix of sort of what gameplay you prefer, what situations you're in. Are you a healer likely to be trained all the time in battlegrounds, or do you want, you know, whatever you'd like to use to adapt or otherwise. And it's hard to really make a player choose between your trinket and other honor talents. The trinket's kind of special, so that's going to stand on its own. But so imagine that for your other 3, you just have a pool of many of the existing honor talents that you know and love, as well as some new ones. It gives us a chance to get rid of some that haven't worked out at all, that clearly are unpopular or aren't contributing to good gameplay. And you pick whichever 3 you want for the given situation, and that gives you more flexibility in constructing a build as well. If you want to focus on mobility, that's something you'll be more able to do when you're not just choosing within, let's say, a mobility row, but rather you might have multiple options that you can all focus on, or defense, or control, or whatever you prefer for how you want to play the game, how you want to work out with your teammate.
Well, Blizzard, let me tell you one thing. I asked for brand new talents, or simply to trade out the old talents that nobody really uses, the more useless talents. But instead, you guys are saying not only you want to do that, but you want to kind of implement more customization to how you play. I am 100% on board with that. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit weird to look at it now and just think, oh, it's going to be a bucket full of talents, and you can choose whatever you want, but the combinations you can have. Imagine you're a mage who is always going to get trained in arena, but instead of having to go for more bursty or CC or even mobility talents, if you're already mobile as a mage with 2 blinks, you can choose to be more defensive and get as many defensive talents as you wanted. Imagine what that could do for duels. Imagine what that could do for arenas, to specify your gameplay for different classes and who you're going up against. Or better yet, let's say you want to do BGs, and as a rogue, normally people would rather bring like a tank, like a warrior tank or a demon hunter tank, because they're more mobile. Now you can choose all the mobility talents and become a flag carrier easily. I love that idea of customizability if that is what they're going with.
These talents will be unlocked just as you level up naturally, like your player level, not your honor level. So just in the course of leveling up to 110, 120, when you hit max level, you'll have access to the entire pool of talents. And even if you've never done a battleground before, you'll jump in with the same options available to you to really customize your character and work your way up from there.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. There's lots of different ways that could play. I'm a big fan of, here's a ton of options, you can only pick a couple of them from this giant list sort of approach, because it allows you to do a lot of really fun and interesting stuff with the different honor talents as well. So that I'm really excited for that.
Just overall, I think
I didn't know about that.
More freedom of choice and lower barrier to entry is kind of what we're approaching the system.
You know, I gotta say, Blizzard, this has been an awesome experience. Not only did I get an actual answer to a question that I don't remember actually asking, but I think this is, oh man, this is giving me so many positive vibes for the future of BFA PvP. Because I said for Legion, if you enjoy Legion PvP, that's awesome, but chances are to really enjoy the expansion, you should be doing a mixed bag of things, or at least just PvE. Because I feel like in Legion, if you're mostly a PvP player, there's just not enough such to do. But in BFA, there will be a lot more stuff to do. Not only are we getting a new battleground very soon, Seething Shore, which is technically a battleground for BFA, but we are getting it early in Legion. We also are getting the island content, which is like a dungeon 3v3 scenario type of content. We usually do it against NPCs that are supposed to be more advanced AI. There will be a PvP mode for that too. Not only do we have BGs, arenas, there will be the islands in PvP style and world PvP. And I feel like the vibes that Blizzard gave me off with the whole honor challenge today, it doesn't seem like the meat of the PvP content. Feels like there's more cooking, but so far what we have right now with the honor talents, I love the customizability, and if they really stick to their guns and rotate bad talents that are less useful, and just throw in new ideas from time to time, I honestly think they can make it into a great expansion for BFA. Legion PvP sounded great on paper. In implementation, it just wasn't quite perfect. I feel like in BFA, because of the fact that they're listening to the community, like really listening, with the announcement of Classic WoW, with them responding to a question by this idiot called Daller and the Rogue, I feel that Blizzard is listening, and it feels like it's going to be really positive, and BFA is just setting up to be a great expansion, especially in regards to PvP. Because if it isn't, then an Alliance versus Horde expansion being the worst at PvP would be an honestly colossal disappointment. So let's hope it doesn't ever come to that point of conclusion. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you liked the Blizzard response in the comments below. And if you liked it, or if you simply enjoyed the video, or you want to support my channel, go ahead and hit that like button down below for the video. Likes allow my videos to reach a wider audience, which allows my channel to grow. So if you guys could help me out with that, that would be great. If you guys enjoy the content discussions, BFA, 5v5, 1v1 duels, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below in order to subscribe to 2 videos a day content that we put out here on the channel. And if you want to catch the live streams, like today will be a 5v5 1v1 Alliance US duels for Saturday 7 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern, 5 till 7. Go ahead and hit the notification bell down in the description next to the subscribe button below in order to catch every single live stream that'll be available. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you in another video.